Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Anna Katz. I am
Curious to know about the sort of seeds of the project, how you started to kind of research, gather materials, begin to kind of conceive of what this project could be.
Well, at least 3 different things came together at the beginning of trying to structure this work. First of all, this quote by Donna Haraway, which starts off with saying, "Our machines are made of pure sunlight," and then she keeps on talking about how light is not only coding everything, every kind of information, but also human pain. And I thought that was remarkable. I really wanted to do something around that. Then there was a second anecdote which I thought was really funny. I was researching high-frequency trading and how that works, and right at this time, and of course it's all based around speed, right? Having a faster connection will enable you to trade more efficiently. And at this time, there was news about an experiment at CERN in Geneva where people said they had measured a particle flying at a speed that was faster than the speed of light. And all the traders were extremely excited about that, right? Of course, it turned out that it never worked. There was a cable that was kind of loose. And superluminal speed never happened. But anyway, so I thought that was hilarious. I have to try to do something about that. And then third of all, it's always somehow about the protagonists in my work. The girl, Julia, the protagonist, she was working for me previously. She was doing 3D models, basically, for my exhibitions. And
be seen. Lesson 4.
Could you bring the lights down, please?
There are 13 ways of becoming invisible by disappearing. How not to be seen. A fucking didactic educational mod file. Lesson 1. There are 4 ways to make something invisible for a camera. To hide. Rogue pixels hide in the cracks of old standards of resolution. They throw off the cloak of representation.
And now I started, it became clear to me that basically, but it's been like that for quite a while, but I think now most, not only images, all kinds of information are mostly made for machines, by machines, and they are coded in a way that's inaccessible to humans altogether. No? So basically we live within this kind of chaos of signals, zipping by, which are absolutely inaccessible to human senses, so that basically most of everything that could potentially be visible is completely removed, from the reach of human senses. It's really interesting because eyes or ears are not able to sense most relevant things anymore.
And I think that's something that also comes up in Factory of the Sun. Very, very clearly, this idea of electromagnetic frequencies only having this very small bandwidth that actually is perceivable by humans. Maybe we'll circle back to that, but there's something in the kind of using the aesthetic of the video game and using the kind of narrative drama of an organism, of like the idea of the human. I mean, I guess the question is sort of like, what is especially in something like Factory of the Sun, I mean, to come back to this idea of contradiction, this idea between, like a fleshy body with, a metabolism, I mean, thinking about catalyzing, I mean, this idea of an organic metaphors as opposed to machine-driven metaphors of kind of processing and transmission. I guess the question is sort of, how do you think about the kind of status of, for example, you appear in both How Not to Be Seen and in Factory of the Sun, and I'm just curious to know about that self-reflexive moment of kind of placing yourself in your own work as a maker and also as a character.
Yeah, in Factory of the Sun, since the idea is the idea of a sort of labor camp, where any sort of activity is, captured, the people who are appearing in the film is basically the film team. There's hardly anyone beyond the film team, I mean, two of the protagonists, I think. And basically, but it's been like that for a long time in my work, that, the team members always start to somehow weave into the story at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Factory of the Sun is a video dealing with a kind of fictional story about people who capture sunlight to turn it into money and the sort of resistance against it. This is the empirical reality of documentary filmmaking, isn't it? It's about basically surrendering to something which is out of control. You have some kind of idea of how things work, and then you encounter some people.
Me llamo Liquid Easy.
Back and to look at us, but now this is one of the main purposes of image making. It's not representing something, but being surveilled by that something. On the other hand, there's also high benefit to being low resolution in certain cases, to try to disappear from the surface in order not to be targeted or shot. It's like the template that's like the Noah's Ark of ideal or desirable or probable human beings. Templates show us a kind of ideal utopia.